Hello everybody, it is your guy the Spire, and I'm here today with a little early access video game here that I would like to call, well, I'm not going to call it, it's what it's actually called, Slay the Spire. Now, what's fun about this game is it's actually a card game dungeon crawler. Right now there's two characters. One's an armor, one's a poison, and I don't know what this third one is because it's not out yet. But I'm gonna play as the Ironclad, not this, instead of the Silent, because that heal HP is beyond useful. Not to mention there's this stupid combo I love to play as. This whale, there's no lore behind him. He's just here. Let's see here. If I'm lucky, I can manipulate it to get a free boss fight. Well, I could do it up through there, and if that question mark isn't a boss fight, I'll be able to get a free boss relic. So I'm gonna go with this. I'm going to start at this chain right here. Thing is, though, those two question marks cannot be encounters, otherwise this whole plan is screwed. But the way this game works is it's a lot like Magic the Gathering, honestly. Gold spilling up its cracks, maybe there's more inside. Oh, you know what? I will do this. I honestly don't like the bash card because it's a 2-charge and it does only a little bit more damage. So this frees up my deck a little bit. Now, like I said, that little thing I got earlier lets me get the heavily discount, and a little bit of HP isn't really something that is bad for me. Because I just get bonus health. Now, I'm going to take that Perfected Strike simply because of the additional capabilities of it. Let's see if there's anything good I can buy here. Armaments. That's the best. Personally, it's the best card because when I get to the fireplace up ahead, and yes... Found a relic, give me a relic. There it is. What is it? Ancient tea set. Oh, that's nice. And what I can do now that I'm at the fireplace is with this rest, I regain my health. Or I could have armamentariumed up and instead gotten, let's see, artifacts, all with 1 HP. Let's go. Easiest boss fight ever. Now, the nice thing about doing boss fights is you get these additional artifacts. Like this one, when you get through, if I do multiple attacks, I get blocked, which reduces damage that enemies deal to me. Now, I'm gonna do another Perfected Strike, because every single card I get that has strike in the name of it buffs me. Now then, what do I want to use? Rupture. Give me Rupture. Because the more strength I get, the more damage I can deal. Now then, I'm going to go for the fireplace because I want to try to upgrade. I got a pair. Oh, bonus HP. I'll fucking take it. Did I... Yeah, give me that. I almost left the relic. Jesus Christ, that would have been horrifying. So since I'm at full HP, I'm going to go into the Smith and upgrade Armaments. Which, as you can see, instead of upgrading a card, upgrades all the cards in my hand. Which can lead to some pretty dirty combos. And since I was at a rest site, my next encounter, combat encounter because of the tea set, I'll have 5 energy. I don't have the gold for it, sadly. Because all these little random encounters could lead to some pretty decent things. For now, though, I'm just going to strike, and guard, because that one's going to try to deal some damage to me. And I had 2 extra energy that I completely forgot about. So you gotta pay attention to your shit. Otherwise it does you literally no good. But I can just go and strike, and I'm winning. Because of the burned blood, I get that HP back. I'm gonna get inflamed for that bonus attack power, and go on to the next encounter. These slimes are pretty nice. Ooh, hell yeah. So what I can do here is give myself multiple buffs. So whenever I take damage from a card effect, I get strength. And I get bonus strength off the bat, which leads to me having additional damage. Now, there's only so much I can really do right now. I could have used one of these potions to get more energy, but I'm not going to use that. What I am going to use is this Armaments to upgrade my shit, and then pull off this Perfected Strike, and boom, I got a dead enemy. Now, all these cards in my discard pile that I played are upgraded. So when I run out of cards in the main deck, they get shuffled in, fully upgraded. It's a beautiful combo to set up. And the best thing is, if I proc a Headbutt, I can add Armaments directly to the top of my deck to guarantee it on my next hit. And if I can, since he's going to be doing 10 damage, if I just play both of my other defenses, I get 10 block, so that way his damage doesn't hit me. Well, my HP at least. Now I've got a guaranteed Armaments, which I will cast to get more upgrades, and then a Perfected Strike, and I'm out. Now, one of the other nice things about Armaments is it gives me some block. Now, that Bellow just gave him some health and armor, which is obviously not fun, but considering I just killed him, it doesn't really matter. And I got that HP back. Anger are arguably the best card in the game, because of the fact that I can get that bonus, those bonus attacks from simply existing. Now then, now that I got those Armaments, all these have been upgraded, so I can hit that Headbutt and move Armaments directly back to the top of my hand. And I'll pop a defense, so that way I've got enough armor to negate the attack. Now, that weaken debuff will give me less damage. But if I proc Armaments and get something like the Perfected Strike to go off, actually, I'm not going to do that, because I'm going to block so I can not take damage, and then use the upgraded strike to deal the normal amount of damage we've done with my weakened state. Which he's basically just extending it for longer and longer, which obviously is not good. But if I proc the strength buff in anger, which puts another anger in my discard pile, I'm set. Now I'm going to put 3 attacks out. That way my Ornamental Fan gives me some armor. And I was able to do a decent amount of damage. I can honestly just finish it off with a Perfected Strike, so that's what I'm going to do. And now, Burning Blood once again gives me more HP. Now, I'm going to discard that Energy Potion so I can get this Poison Potion, so I can do some stupid amounts of damage to the enemies. Now that I'm here, I don't think I need to rest up, so I'm going to smith up the other Armaments. Now, since I've got more Armaments, I've got a greater chance of getting one to buff up in the next set. And because I've done that, we're now at the boss fight for this floor. Now, I haven't actually beaten the Guardian before, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to save the Energy Potion, because he's only planning a debuff. I'm going to throw both of these Poison Potions at him, so that way he takes increased damage with every turn. I'm going to pop it in Flame to get more damage, and then Perfected Strike to hit him for a heavy. Ooh. Oh yeah, and since I rested, I get even more. So I'm going to just strike and strike to give myself that armor, and now that he's armored up from that, he's going to lose HP from the poison to counteract the armor. And that sharp high, basically, whenever I attack him, I'm going to take damage. But one of the nice things is I have armor from Armaments, so that anger doesn't hit me as much. And I'm going to play a defend to gain more block. And honestly, I'm going to end it there. That way that I don't take damage from his next attack. I could have gotten a heavy potion, but I wasn't really wanting to. I am going to play Armaments again, which gives Rupture a no cost. And I'm going to save that potion so I can proc defense and headbutt. And by headbutting, I'm going to put an upgraded armor back in my deck. Or anger. So, the more angers I have, the more angers I activate, the more stupid amounts of damage I can deal. See, I got 2 angers, which each of those is a free 8 damage. And he's planning on dealing a lot of damage to me, so I'm going to defend and combo with a Perfected Strike, which gives me more armor thanks to the Ornamental Fan and the angers I played. And that poison put him in defensive mode, so he's not going to hit me, hopefully. I mean, he's got that hit planned, but that's not the point. Now is a good time to drink this potion. So now I'm up at 5 energy. So I'm going to proc this headbutt to get another anger back. Perfected Strike to get rid of his armor. I'm going to proc a bonus defense and a regular strike. Now see, he still has 8 turns of poison. So I've got enough armor to resist his next hit, while still being able to, well, deal a fair amount of damage. See, now we're at equal playing fields. So I'm going to play Armaments again, give myself some armor, hit that anger, and now he's planning on hitting me for a lot. So rather than go for the damage, I'm going to get the double armor. So now that did nothing to me. And his sharp height is gone. So, I mean, it's all good. Now, Armaments again, 2 free angers for stupid amounts of free damage, as well as 2 strikes. I've got enough armor to withstand a fair amount of the damage he's going to deal. And exactly as you can see there. And I win. Boom. Boss dead. It was so much harder the first time playing through this. Now then, I get to add a special one of these cards in. Now, I could go for Offering, which, when paired with that one card, would give me more energy, more cards, but at the cost of HP. Now, I'd rather go with Reaper, because every amount of unblocked damage it deals... Ooh. I mean, let's see. Whenever you open a non-boss... that's an interesting one, but I'm going to go with the Calling Bell. Ethereal are not bad. So basically that's going to take up 1 spot in my arm. That's going to take up, or that's going to just be a thing. Now the Clumsy one it's removed from, it's a one and done thing. So that's not the worst curse I could get. But now that I've got 5 additional armor, my HP goes up every time I get a curse from now on, and I get additional energy on the first move. All in all, not a bad setup. I would like to get the Fortify power, because that bad boy would allow me to maintain any armor I get throughout the rest of the combat, or the game. I'm going to start this down route so I can hit an early shop, or do I want to get a late shop so I can stockpile gold and just milk it? Now, what do I want to do? So I want to get one of these chests. Or, I guess there's a guaranteed chest at this mark. But what's the funnest way to do it? There's a triple question mark on that route, and it would still lead me up to that final marker. So I'm actually going to try to run this route, the lower side, because those question marks can lead to bonus relics or other weird shit like that. Now see, I'm at 4 energy right now. See, Writhe is in my hand. But I now have up 4 energy, so what I can do is I can strike, and defend. Oh, why did it take up that much? I don't know why it took up as much energy as it did, but maybe this is... that's not it. But now that goes back into there, so I'm not going to have to deal with that for a while. Now, these birds are annoying because they can melt through my energy, but they also take half damage every time they are, well, if they're flying. So what I can do is hit this rupture, which will give me, it'll lead to me getting more strength. And I'm not gonna burn Reaper because they all are at full health, so there's no point in me doing that. But I can hit this bird and melt it down a little bit more. That way I don't have to deal. I can just get away with it faster. And this armor going away, the plated armor, which is the nice thing. Basically, yeah. Now then, I've got a free anger, so I'm gonna play that. I'm also gonna play a strike. And I'm going to kill that guy with a headbutt. Now with that headbutt, I'm going to take my upgraded armaments, put it back, and apply that armor. This is fun. Now they're giving themselves strength buffs, which means every time their attacks are going to get stronger and stronger and stronger the longer we're at this. Now I can't really do much, so I'm just going to do is I'm just going to armor up. Now that clumsy, since it's ethereal, is going to be exhausted when it leaves my hand, which is a nice thing about those curses. And I took a little bit of damage, which is not fun, but now I can proc that in flame to give myself a lot more damage. Now see, as you can see, when I moved it over, it did less damage to the bird. I can't really do too much in regards to what's left of it. If I had one more energy, I could. But for now, I'm just going to headbutt and strike the bird. Because that's going to give me a little bit of armor, which, albeit, isn't ideal considering that's going to hit me for 15. Yeah, and I just lost my plate armor. But I'll get it back in the next game, or the next round. So I'm going to do another Armaments, Defense, and hit this bird with another strike to try to get it down. Yes, it's not going as well as I'd like it, which is why now is a good time to play the Reaper, because I just gained a lot of health back. Additionally, I won't be able to kill that, but I can block and probably have enough good stuff to kill it the next time, in the next game. This guy's just buffing himself. Well, definitely not ideal. It's not the end of the world. Now I'm going to play this Armaments and this double Anger to get rid of that bird and proc another defense, because he's starting to hit me for 20 damage. Or, yeah, 20 damage. So I only took a portion of that thanks to that armor, but I need to get rid of that guy as soon as possible. Which is why I'll do another Armaments, Anger, Strike, and now he should be, yep, now he's on the ground. So he's going to lose his next turn, and he's going to be fully vulnerable to damage. Such as this Perfected Strike, and just melt through his life and regain that 6 HP that I so desperately need. Now, Shrug It Off is a good one because, well, you gain armor and you get another card for future use. This guy's fun. So basically, he has no health, as you can clearly see, but he has a lot of armor. Now he's planning to give himself another armor buff. So I don't really need to worry about defense, but I'm going to play the defend card anyways, just to get that little bonus. I mean, it's not going to stay, but it's better than nothing. Now I could Reaper, but I don't need to, so I'm just going to proc all of these. Just see what I can do, because I just drained his armor a little bit, and he can hit for a lot. Let's see, proc Armaments, Let's do that twice. Because that plated armor, I'm getting less benefit. And he's planning to hit me for 20. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add armaments back into my hand. That way the next set of cards I get, which should have some angers in them, I can buff them. Yep, see, there's one of the angers. Now, if I do armaments, Inflame now gives me 3. I'm going to hit that anger for the free damage, shrug it off. If I'm lucky, I didn't get another anger, but I got more cards out of there. So, you see, there's Strike and Perfected Strike, and there's, how many angers in here? 1, 2, there's 2 Perfected Angers. Alright, so it's not as good as I'd like it to be, because anger gets stronger the longer you fight, but, I mean, it's not the end of the world by any measure. So, he's planning to hit me for a lot. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do, except try to go for a lot of damage, which I did, but he's going to hit me and almost kill me. If it weren't for this thread and needle, I'd probably be long dead by now. Awesome anger. I'm going to just burn that anger right there. Get a strike to kill him. The biggest part about that guy is just the stupid amount of health he has. Now, you better believe I'm going to get a plus hit that. Now, with luck, I should be able to get through these without too much fan combat. Now, I've got the 4 energy again, which is actually the perfect amount to do as much damage as I can. And because of that, I got more armor. But he's buffing himself, and he's planning on debuffing me. So basically, anytime I play a non-attack card, he shuffles a negative effect into my my deck. So, anyways, though, so I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play this Headbutt and get Perfected Strike back in, because that's a lot of damage I can deal, and they're gonna try to deal a lot of damage to me. That 5 armor basically negates that 1 attack, and then now since I'm vulnerable, I take more damage, which is never good. Now he's planning to hit me, but I can just do this and negate his existence. Now I've only got 1 guy, and he primarily does buffs if I remember properly. So this should go better. And now see, this is where this game can get really interesting. So I can't do any armor, so what I need to do is I need to inflame so I can get more strength. Yeah, he's gonna one-shot me. There's no getting around it, unfortunately. No, the armor will take me through. So I'm gonna hit this Perfected Strike to try to burn as much damage out of him as I can. So that little free armor literally just saved my life. Now, will I be able to... Oh, God, no. Okay, let's see. Armaments, free anger, shrug it off, and armaments again. It's not enough. And this is where game over hits. Now, luckily this is a roguelike, so the more you do, the more you unlock. And as you can see here, I'm building up progress towards getting generic upgrades. Now, unfortunately, this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to do 1 run per video on this. So, like I say in the rest of my videos, be it morning, evening, or afternoon, just make sure you have a good one. And yes, that's going to be it. Farewell. Goodbye.